Hi, and welcome to Mind Medicine, a place where you can find resources to help heal your mind, body, and soul. Thank you for tuning in. I am Brett Campbell, and the topic for today is the difference between ADHD and mood disorders. ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and there are two symptoms that are aligned with ADHD, and that is inattention and hyperactivity. Well, inattention in the classroom looks like a student who has a hard time sustaining their attention during a lesson, and a student who has a hard time finishing their work because of their lack of focus. Hyperactivity, these students have a hard time remaining seated, so they may fidget in their seat, and they may also get up without permission and walk around the classroom. A student can either be inattentive or hyperactive, or they can be combined. They can show both hyperactivity and inattention. A mood disorder are students who are feeling depressed. So these students may show symptoms of being withdrawn. They may be a little pessimistic, and they may be sad. Well, the reason why I want to decipher between ADHD and mood disorders is because when I evaluate students as a school psychologist, I'm always seeing teachers and parents referring their students because they think that the student is showing symptoms of ADHD. Well, when I dig in a little deeper and evaluate the student and look at my results, I find that a lot of times these students have clinically significant depressed moods. So I want to just kind of shed a light on that, because sometimes a student who is not showing academic progress, a student who is significantly below grade level, they may show or they may seem that they are being inattentive or hyperactive in the classroom. However, when you dig a little deeper, you may find that it's something more. For example, a student with an ADHD diagnosis, they are going to show those symptoms in all settings. So not only are you going to see those symptoms in the classroom, but you will see them at home. Whenever you go out, when the student goes out on a field trip or wherever they go out with their parents, you're going to see those symptoms of being inattentive or hyperactive or both. However, with a student who has a mood disorder, you may only see that inattentiveness and hyperactivity behaviors when there are academic demands. So a student who is struggling, who is depressed, they may have developed those symptoms because of lack of academic success. So think about it. If a student is significantly below grade level and every year they're not having any success, they're not getting those A's on their report cards, they're not seeing that test with the 100% on their test, they're not seeing that. Only thing they're seeing is, D's and F's, or they may have been retained, and repeated a grade. So they have not had the academic success that some of their peers, have had. So as a result, these students develop these symptoms that look like they have ADHD. So these students may, tune out this lesson. They may not focus while the teacher is giving her instructions because they lack motivation. They're in their mind, they're thinking, why do I need to pay attention to this? Because I'm not going to do well on this assignment. So because of that, the teacher may think that the student has symptoms of ADHD, but they may not. They may just have developed those symptoms because of academic inaccuracies. So it is very important for teachers, for the parents to kind of really look in to see, the scope of the student's behaviors, and if that student is displaying those behaviors in every setting, or if it's just when the student is being asked to do something that's challenging, or if the student is given something like academic demands. So I hope that explains the difference between ADHD and mood disorders. It's very important for us to figure that out so we can help that student to become more successful, because we do not want those students to lose motivation. We want them to love school. We want them to learn and be happy about learning and not give up. So make sure parents and teachers to give those students opportunities for success, to make sure that they're reading on their grade level during centers and small group instruction, giving them that opportunity to feel successful. Also, parents, read with your child at home. Make sure they have books that they love, that interest them, and also make sure that they're reading on their grade level at home as well. I hope this information helped. If you have any comments or suggestions about other ideas and topics that you run across as a parent or as a teacher, please let me know. Chime in below. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for tuning in.